Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be recapping week 1 of NaNoWriMo. And NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month, where the goal is to write 50,000 words over the course of November. I'm going to take you through every single day of this week. I've been writing notes down at the end of every day so I can refer back to those, talk you through my word count, how I was feeling, and the progress I've made. So I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? I will be looking at my screen from time to time because I took notes throughout the week. My word count is written down in front of me, so that's why I'm looking around all over the place. Day 1 of NaNoWriMo, which was last Wednesday, the 1st of November, saw me do 797 words across 2 sessions. In total, it was 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours to write not even 800 words. But I'm still really proud of it, okay? So those 2 sessions I broke up. I did one in the morning before work and one in the evening after work. The first session I wrote 281 words, which will actually end up being my full prologue at the minute. That's what I'm thinking. I actually really struggled with the morning session. I've never written before, at least not since I was in school. So then all of a sudden I'm faced with this blank page and I'm like, where do I even start? But I did. And then it was something I was actually really proud of, and I sent it to my mum, and my mum was like, oh my gosh, when did you learn to write? So thank you, Mum. Then in the evening I carried on with my second session, and I thought I wrote what was a full chapter. Turns out it was only 516 words. I honestly thought I would be able to write more than 800 words on day 1, but like I said, I'm really proud of what I achieved. Never done this before. Blank page in front of me was actually really daunting. I took my time, which is why I probably didn't write as much as I have the rest of the week, but it was a start and I can only go up from here, right? While day 1 I was off to a slow start, I did know going into this that days 2 and 3 would both be 0 word count days for me. So going into day 4, I had 797 words that I'd written on day 1. Day 4 was meant to be a writing day. It was a Saturday. I was totally free. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to write all day. I'll catch up on my words. But, you know, as these things happen, life got in the way. But for a totally amazing reason, we reserved our forever home. Woo! We went, reserved a house, celebrated, went out for lunch, and then by the time I got home I was shattered. But I was busy enjoying life, so it's all good. Day 5, and I'm still on 797 words. But it's all about to change. I ended up spending an hour and a half broken up into 10, 20, and 30-minute sprints, and I ended up doing 1,675 words, which was great. I found that writing in sprints was super helpful for me, as I knew that I had a time limit to focus on. I could take breaks in between, and it was just way better than what I tried to do on day 1. It's definitely not enough to catch up on the word count yet as of day 5, but I found that the words and the ideas were flowing faster. I was more engaged as I was writing, and I feel like working in shorter sprints worked really well for me, and I'm definitely going to continue doing that going forward. I still want to try and fit in some longer writing sessions, but I did enjoy the sprints. In between the sprints, I was getting sidetracked, browsing the internet, looking at things for the house, planning my dream office and my dream writing space. But I felt like it was a nice balance for myself. We just signed for the house. I'm doing NaNoWriMo. I can manage both. It's all good. So taking into account the words on day 1 and the words on day 5, I then reached 2,472 words. Day 6 was date night, so no long writing session for me again, but I did have some time to kill after work, and I spent 45 minutes writing and somehow managed to crank out 1,272 words, bringing my grand total from days 1 to 6 to 3,744. For yesterday's session, I wanted to focus on moving my main character across the city to where she needed to be. In my outline, I'd written X starts here, she goes here, here and here, but she needs to end up here. When it came to writing it though, because I hadn't described in my outline exactly what she was doing in those places, I was like, okay, what is she doing? From that, what I've learned is, because I am a massive planner, in December after NaNoWriMo, I'm going to go back to my outline and fill in those things and put where do I want her to be, what do I want, who do I want her to be talking to, what are these interactions that she's meant to be having. In the end, I made it work, and my main character had a great time getting where she needed to go. Whilst I lived life on the edge yesterday and made it up as I went along, I don't want to do that again. I was stressed the whole time. And then it was day 7. I sat down before work to try and get some writing in because I knew that I would have a busy evening tonight. But when I sat down, I was kind of thinking that I wasn't happy with what I'd written the night before, and I was trying to figure out why. And after doing some reflection and some thinking, it turns out that I feel like I'm just writing words for the sake of writing words to hit that 50k word count goal, and that's not what I want to do. I want to be able to take my time telling my story, spend my time with my characters, especially because I'm a new writer as well. I'm finding that, you know, this is really hard for me. I'm enjoying it, but it is really hard. It's a struggle, and I think that I need that time. Like on day 1, when it took me 4 hours to write 800 words, it was a lot, but I was really happy with what I wrote that day, and I've not really felt that since. So I think going forward for the rest of NaNoWriMo, I'm going to set myself some new goals. Before I go into what my new goals are, I did manage to do some editing this morning. While I thought I would have an overall lower word count because I'd made some edits, I actually ended up writing over 200 more words, 223 words, bringing my total for week 1 to 3,967 words. I'm really pleased with that. I don't know what I was expecting from this week. Like, maybe I did think that I would have done more words by now, but it's definitely been an experience. It's been a journey. I feel I've learned a lot already in just 7 days, and I am excited to see what the rest of the month brings. Okay, so what are my new goals for NaNoWriMo? Goal number 1 is still to hit the 50,000 words. I'm going to aim for it, but I'm taking the pressure off myself. If I don't make it, that's okay. My second goal is to work on my book 5 days a week. Even if it's not writing something new, I want to be working on it. So that would mean editing it, you know, fleshing out the outline a bit more. That's my second goal. My third goal is to kind of nail down writing in third person limited, as I'm finding that's definitely something I'm struggling with. You know, I've not really taken professional writing classes. I signed up to masterclass, looked at some courses online, and which have been super helpful, but I've never written in third person limited before. It's something that I'm trying hard to work on, and by the end of the month, I want to at least feel confident in my writing in that respect. And then my fourth goal for NaNoWriMo is to continue with my YouTube videos and upload at least 1 YouTube video a week documenting my writing journey. And that's week 1 done. If you have any thoughts or comments, I would love to hear from you. Even if you're not taking part in Nano this month, it would still be great to hear what you think. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.